Welcome in. Sunday, Chat and Jam. It is Father's Day, 6/18/23, and it is 5:05 p.m. Let's get started. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Hopefully the mix was good. First time I've tried that live, and hopefully it sounded good. So let's get started. We've got people waiting. Got people ringing the bell. Let's get them on in here. We have Mr. R2R3. Welcome in, brother.
Oh, woo!
What is up? What is up?
Oh, no, man. That sounded good, man.
Thank you, man. Even the little flubs and mistakes.
That sounded good, man. Is that your tune?
That is an original tune. It is called You.
All right.
So,
All right, because while I was muted and listening to it, it kind of reminded me of another song, and I started singing the lyrics to that. I thought it was Filter. Take a picture.
I've never heard that song. So who knows? Maybe I wrote a Filter song.
It just kind of had that progression, that acoustic, and get on my airplane.
Cool. I'll have to check that one out and see how close it sounds.
It's good though. It sounded good.
You know, here I was thinking I'd written some original stuff that was, something I never heard before. So.
No, it was good, man. It's not. I'm not saying it's exact. It just kind of reminded me of that. Yeah. And I started using those lyrics, and I go, I can see it fit in there. That's pretty cool.
Well, maybe it's one of those tunes that I'd heard while I was sleeping or something, and then the alarm clock was going off and it's playing. So, have this tune in my head. Who knows?
Right on, brother.
All right, let's see who else we have. We have Mr. Symmetry Trev.
Yes, everybody. Happy Father's Day.
Welcome in. Happy Father's Day, man.
Happy Papas.
That did sound awesome.
Thank you.
I didn't think of the Filter song until he mentioned it, but now that he mentions it, yeah, I can kind of see it.
Okay. I'll have to jot that down. What was it called? Filter?
Filter's the band.
The band? Yeah.
And the song is Take a Picture.
Take a picture.
Take a picture. Okay. Maybe I took a mental picture, like I said, when I was sleeping.
You never know.
Now, Filter's the one that had the Hey Man, Nice Shot, right?
Yeah.
Is that who I'm thinking?
Right.
Yeah. Filter? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually written about a video game. You heard the story of that one?
No.
Yeah. Playing first-person shooters, and they wrote the song, Hey Man, Nice Shot.
Hey man, nice shot. Nice shot.
At least
man.
that's what I read on the internet. So if it's on the internet, it's got to be true, right?
It's got to be true.
Oh man. Oh, let's see. We have Mr. John Shane.
Hey, brother.
Welcome in, John.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
That did sound awesome, and I did not hear any filter whatsoever.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Straight Ryan, man.
Straight me. Yeah. That was all me with a song called You.
How does the backing track go again?
If you could only see what my right hand was doing right now. So how's everybody's Father's Day? How's everybody in the chat? Woo! How's things going for everybody?
There was waffles.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
You had waffles and strawberries, whipped cream, bacon. Yeah.
Where's Quentin?
So that was all prepared for you, and breakfast in bed.
Okay. Kid was still
you made that for Quentin, James?
Sweet. Nothing wrong with that.
I think that bacon's a little too raw for Quentin. He likes his pretty crisp.
Likes it crispy, huh? How about you, R2? Get anything special today?
Yeah, but I'll tell you guys in the green room after the show. But it was
happy ending at the beginning of the day.
Oh man.
So it was a good start to my morning. I'll leave it to that. But got some things done, and got a smile on my face. I'm glad I'm feeling good today. I just want to say thank you to my homies here that I'm hanging out with. I was hanging out with them last night, and I worked many hours yesterday, and started doing a little early celebration.
Yeah, we did.
And it's a good thing I kind of hit a wall, because I'm like, we had our little meeting, and I'm like, okay. And my son said something to me. He's like, Dad, it looks like you might be drinking this whole 12-pack tonight. And I'm like, no, I got to save some for Father's Day. And then when I looked, I saved the bottle caps next to me. And I looked, and I go, oh, man. That way I can keep track.
Only got
When I
2
saw the
left.
bottle caps, I'm like, yeah, guys, I got to jump out, man. And then what do I do? What do I do? As you can see, I uncovered the 6505 custom shop here. And I plugged it in, I fired it up, and didn't realize it was 2 a.m. Freaked out my daughter, and my wife was exactly doing what Trev just said. What the fuck are you doing? She's like, Happy Father's Day, but go to bed.
Well, like I always say, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. So if you want to crank it up, let her rip. So.
But yeah, when I woke up this morning, it didn't seem like she was upset. So,
Right.
Anyways, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you, fellas, for
Absolutely,
hangout
it was a fun
last
night.
night.
It was a fun night. Yeah, we had Miles jump in with us. He had messaged me just kind of off the cuff as we were in here, and he jumped in. I don't know if he's in here yet, but if we see him, we'll send him a link to jump in. So yeah, my day has been
7
pretty.
in the morning there.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah.
My day was good. Woke up to a present. Got a present from my daughter here.
Oh wow!
She gave me a nice bottle of cologne. So there's my Father's Day gift today. So,
Are you gonna smell like Johnny Depp now, or?
hey, at least I'm gonna smell better than I do right now. Jeez.
Right on, man. Cool.
Yeah.
There he
So
is.
why don't we bust open the chat and see who's here?
He's here,
see.
man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
here.
Fuck
We're
me.
just
Fuck me. Don't ask anything about what I did.
I thought I did. I
You were
said,
morning, John.
how's your day? How's
It's
your
like,
Father's Day?
hey, wait a minute, it's my turn.
That's fine.
So my apologies, John. I thought I had got to you. How was your Father's Day, John? Did you get anything special?
No, I hear that I
Okay.
got a.
So on to the chat.
Anyway, so
I think after the show we're gonna do something, but no, it's been a nice day. Getting caught up on my F1, so
Cool.
good.
Cool.
Montreal.
Awesome stuff. All right. Should I get to the chat now?
no.
yeah, here, we got something right here. It's just
6 Fingered Assault. What's going
There
on,
he is.
man? Just trying to wake up. We'll get him a
Top of
link
the
here in a
morning
minute
to
if he
you.
wants to jump in. Let's see. We have Stephen Franklin in early today. What's going on, Stephen? Good to see you. How's that
See you,
Purple
brother.
Wolfgang going, man? I know that you were loving the looks of it. Let us know how it's been treating you. Let's
nice.
see. Jimmy Ray Hawkins is in. Good to see you, Jimmy Ray.
Jimmy Ray.
Graphite and Cigars. What's going on, peeps? Good to see you, man. Patrick Trites is here. Welcome in, Patrick.
Nice.
We got Joe Hervey 84.
Yo.
We have Hip Metal Works. We have
man.
Symmetry also in the
Hey, I know that guy.
panel here. We got Sean Hockey. Welcome in, Sean.
Yo, brother.
Sean,
Blackjack Guitars here.
Cheers, Black.
That sounds kick-ass. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. Mr. Mick, OU Crew. How's it going, Mr. Mick?
Yo, Mr. Mick.
Let's see. Sean Hockey saying, what up, dudes? What up, Sean? Let's see. Who else we got? There's John
brother.
DeShane, who's also on the
Yeah.
panel here. Let's see. Who else we have? Janice is here. Hello, Janice. How's it going?
Janice.
Good to see you.
hey Janice.
6 Fingered Assault. There he is. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
We
Cheers.
got Dan Gorman. What's up?
What's up, Dan?
Joe Hervey 84, seeing the 6505 hype right behind you there. Were you
Yeah.
gonna burn that thing? You're gonna light it up today?
Oh, I lit it up last night. Let me get the
Come on.
Roadcaster.
All right.
Do it. We have to do another offline hangout to make sure the levels are
Make
all
sure the
right.
levels. Well, that's
Levels
part of
be
the fun,
damned.
man. Just letting everybody, see how bad things sound and then how good it gets. All right, who else do we have here? I think we got Joe Hervey 84, Dan Gorman, James G. What's going on, Mr.
up,
James
brother?
G?
Man,
Not Visible is here. I can see you.
I see him.
See you,
Welcome
brother.
in.
Cheers, man.
William De Silva, welcome in, William. Good to see you.
Yo.
Cheers, bro.
Let's
Right
see
on,
who
brother.
else we got. Quentin James, he's after that bacon.
Gee, see, he smelled it. He woke
he
up.
heard bacon. Yep. And there we go, Joe saying ketchup will help.
There you go, Quentin.
That's-
There's a bacon. Is that
there
too
you
raw
go.
for you? Is that cooked enough?
We also have Patty
Man, look at
Dill.
that.
Welcome in, Patty. Awesome gift to
Right on,
Laz
Patty.
earlier today.
Yeah.
a
Very
whole
thoughtful.
keyboard stand. Patty Dill and Brothers Young, you guys are awesome. Let's see who else. There he is, Music
Right on.
Therapy Laz. What's going on,
Speaking of
dude?
devil.
Good to see you in. And let's see, coming down to the end.
Right on, Laz.
I believe so far that is everyone. So welcome everybody in on Father's Day. I know that a lot of folks probably out doing something with their family. So we got 23 here already. And want to welcome everybody in. Thanks for stopping in.
23,000 watching. Thank you.
23,000. I was telling Trev the other day, you know, the boys over at Under the Bus Network, he's got that soundbite of David Lee Roth going, "Look at all the people here tonight." And I'm like, man, why didn't I think of using something like that? So he's kind of claimed that one.
People here tonight.
Exactly.
You get a
This-
copyright strike from Under the Bus, boys.
Better be careful or else.
Oh, man.
I get in trouble for using
How
this.
the hell we doing, Uncle Laser? Here, your boy Brian Beesman.
Bees, man. Man, oh man. Jimmy Ray has a question. What do you or others think of the Mackie DLZ Mixer podcaster thingy? I honestly have no opinion because I have never heard of it, used
Never
it,
heard
or
of it.
seen
I mean,
it.
I've heard of Mackie. Mackie Products Mix.
Mm-hmm.
When
Good
I was
stuff.
looking for interface options and all of that stuff, I looked into that, and it seemed like a decent little mixer. But if you're looking to do anything along these lines, Ryan can give the plug.
Yeah,
The old Rodecaster Pro 2. I'm a firm believer in it.
that's why I'm waiting. That's why I canceled my order. I was going to get the Duo, but I'm going to say what Inve says, more is more, and I'd rather have the 2 extra inputs for the mic inputs.
At least the third
needed.
input
Yeah.
Third
So
input.
if we have
An
4,
extra
Sacred third input.
for that, whatever your shirt says there. So is it Boss that now has a Gigcaster or Gigacaster or something? It looks like a total complete ripoff of the Rodecaster Pro. So that would be an
I
option
think
too.
everybody's coming out with one. I've seen a Behringer one. I've
right?
seen
Yeah.
They're all trying to do
Yamaha
the.
stepping it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a huge market for it because, you know, now, you know, the EVH pedal is out, and I have never seen more people talking about doing a wet, dry, wet setup. No offense there, John. But all over YouTube or Facebook or whatever, it's people, I'm going to get this, I'm going to do a wet, dry, wet. And so, you know, all this stuff is catching on, and then the being able to play, you know, like we do over here on our channel.
We had an intercontinental jam session last night.
Right?
Yeah.
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 All the way from Australia.
Canada, United States, and
Yep.
Canada, United
Australia.
States, Chicago, Australia.
Yeah, Miles was only about 8 seconds behind us on the.
He's ahead of
ahead,
technically.
ahead of us.
He was
Well,
behind
on
9.99.
on the stream thing. Yeah. 18 on the 19.
Ryan was cracking me up last night.
Let's see here. I'm gonna get him a link real quick just in case he wants to pop in.
That sounded great last night, man.
Yes.
That wall of
He's getting
beauty
that
goodness.
thing.
I didn't want to jump out, man, but I'm like, wow, that's keep those levels, Miles. That's and that's why, you know, I left it like this because I wasn't even I don't think I even saw Miles's eyes because I was staring at the 5152s behind him the whole time we were on last night. I'm like, dude, look at those freaking heads, man. Fuck
Yeah, I think I said it last night. I could just hear the
the way
thump.
it sounds in there.
Yeah.
The thump. Yeah.
You could hear the
Very
thump.
percussive.
That's
in the
what
room.
exactly what my daughter said when I plugged in this thing. She was like, because I turned it up, and I was telling Trev in the green room that the first thing I do is hit 3 chords, palm muted, and it sounds like Meshuggah in here. It just goes chun, 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 and the walls just go boom, boom, boom. And my daughter's bedroom is right above me here, and she just went like, "What the fuck was?" It's like, Dad, you always have to do that. You don't play any song. I go, that's my test. Just want to make sure the levels are good. The thump is good. The bass response is nice.
Make sure it's
Daily
working.
reminder to set your chat for live chat so you can see when Boner Jams arrives. Cheers,
Yep.
Boner.
There he is. Good
Boner.
afternoon, Mr. Boner Jams.
How the hell we doing,
Bless-
Uncle
bless-
Laser? Here, your boy
bless you as
Brian.
well.
Brian Beesman wanted me to give you a little.
Brian Beesman. What's up, brother?
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you, Boner.
Same to you, Boner.
Yes, sir.
Happy Father's Day, brother.
Good to see you, man. Let's see. We got Joe Hervey, 84. Looks like he's going. Oh, it looked like a. I thought it was a shoe. I thought he was going for a run.
He's going to go for a jog.
He's going for the opposite of a run.
Boner, if you're still in here, man, if I had your address, I'd ship you some Portillo's. He knows what I'm talking about.
That's the pizza place there, huh?
It's the Italian beef hot dog and cheeseburger place that we have here in Portillo's.
Nice.
And every time Brian comes to visit, I don't know who he's visiting. Maybe he just comes for Portillo's. But Jay Hanna has told the story that every time he comes to Chicago and comes to Portillo's, he eats so much that he throws up, and then he goes back for more.
Eat, binge, and purge.
Speaking of Jay, there he is. Welcome.
There
in.
he is. Hey,
708.
Jay.
How's it going, Jay? Happy Father's Day to you,
Father's
man.
Day to you too, brother.
Happy Father's Day, man. Jay's going to ban me for stealing his shit from the show.
How the hell we doing, Uncle Laser? Here, your boy Brian Beesman.
Oh man.
Better be careful or else.
Yeah, we gotta.
That's all right. There's a lot of haters for the R2.
Plus, you're
We got.
you talking
Scott,
about Cliff or what?
Oh, no.
We got Scott Brockway joining in. Welcome in, Scott. Happy
Scotty,
Father's
Scotty.
Day.
What's
to you.
going on,
Scotty.
man? Happy Father's Day.
So what else is going on, man? Oh, here he is again, Mr. Quentin James.
Oh, snap.
boy.
Yeah.
He must have went to get his get his bacon.
Yeah. Go see
Yeah.
Quentin. He made a little comment on that
I
artistic
saw-
abilities of the.
I saw that and he was like hashtag too soon, and that's been what 40-something years ago. I guess that one still stings.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, this is going to sound bad, but I remember someone made a comment. I forgot where I was watching it, where someone said it should have been Kirk, because Kirk Hammett said that, what's the story that he said, that they were pulling straws or something like that? Who was going to get the bunk?
Oh, not that they thought it should have been, but it actually should have been because he was supposed to be in that spot.
He was supposed to be in that spot, and they're like,
And it
yeah.
probably should have been.
Dave Mustaine would have got back in the band, and
Oh, jeez.
Quentin is certainly going to unfriend you now, John.
He does it weekly.
Right? Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. I've been watching a little bit of their live stuff, the Metallica, and they've got that big, weird stage,
Circle, snake
which
pit.
looks pretty cool. But if you zoom in real close, there's about 432 wah pedals all the way around.
Yeah, because
They actually use them as a border.
That's right.
Yeah.
that is actually a pretty cool unit. You ever see those the Dunlop rack mount wah? Where it's not actually the wah pedals; it's actually just expression pedals. Mm-hmm. It goes to the wah unit. I think John Petrucci has them too, but I mean he doesn't go around the stage.
I
Only
think
needs
it was
one.
Aaron from Elvis Bus saw a guy at this year's NAMM, and there's a wah in the shoe you can get.
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
I saw a
Kurt with
video
those?
like that. I'm like, what the? Come on.
I saw that. Well, there was also something that had a little roller thing on it. Was that it? Was that the same thing?
I think
I
that
don't
was
know.
it. I think that was. He was doing something with his shoe, and I'm like, what the?
it's Converse. He's got these Converse signature shoes with built-in wah. Kirk Hammett does. So he doesn't have
He
to have
does?
100 wah pedals. Yeah, it's built into his shoe. It's like a wireless pedal in his
my
shoe.
word.
Ah, he fucking.
So he's always got
Dude,
his
I love
wah.
using the
It's an
wah,
auto
man.
wah.
Why?
I
the
don't.
heck?
You got to
I
use
don't-
the wall the way Dimebag used it. I'll just say that Dimebag used it
Yeah.
You know, that's how he gets
Master
those
of
high.
A whammy
we get
pedal
those-
too.
Who else would use?
I
it
get
properly?
nauseous when I look at a wah pedal, just from Kurt.
But the thing is, I mean, he uses the wah like wow, 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 wow. I mean, use it as a filter. Going back to what I was talking about, the band filter. Dimebag
That
uses
Ryan
it as a
stole
filter.
from?
Michael Schenker used it as a filter. You find that little sweet spot, and I'm telling you, you solo. It just. I love using it.
I
man.
agree with you 100%, dude. Really.
When I solo with it, I don't use it like as an like he's using it like an expression pedal where it's just constantly he's making that wow 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 sound. Just
What sound is that?
yeah. My favorite wah pedal, man. I own like 7, 8 wah pedals.
Oh, you do own that many?
Yeah. And the Vox 847, the Clyde McCoy limited edition one is the best.
I've
Love
got
it.
a brand new Crybaby with the Phasal circuit.
Hazel.
New in the box. It's going to Trev when he comes over here next month.
Wow. Trev,
Yeah.
happy Father's Day, man. Yeah, but I mean that was one of the things I when I went to a guitar clinic here in the Chicagoland area and Dimebag was there. That's a good one.
Those
I love it because
actually
it has the
sound
two
pretty good,
LEDs.
though.
I just got to get it hooked up. I'm looking at finally putting a pedal board together.
But
Those sound
Dimebag,
good.
Right on.
Dimebag, this guitar clinic. Sorry to interrupt you guys. I gotta just say this. In person, this guy's telling everybody in a room of like just 30 people, or a little small room, small guitar music store. And Dimebag said, if you want to get those squeals and you get the solo sound that he uses, the wah is always engaged. So he did it. He did the comparison and how he would do the squeals, where he'd do the hot pitch harmonic and pull it up, and then he'd turn on the wah, and they just like. I was like,
Punch
wow,
right out,
dude.
yeah.
So he had that boost. He goes, you find that right frequency and it's there. He's soloing. He goes, it's always on. And he was, every once in a while you hear him using it like Kurt. But yeah, man, just use it right. If you're gonna play a wah pedal, you don't have to just keep on going like this up and down with the wah pedal.
And a
That's-
40 foot.
Sure you do. Let's see. Brendan B. Square is Kurt Womet. Welcome in, Brendan. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Mr. Butt Cheeks. Yeah. Who else we got
Charles Green.
strolling in here?
Good to see you, Charles.
Charles Green, man.
Did
Hey,
we ever figure, Brendan, if it's butt cheeks or is it spread apart? I can't remember.
Well, we'll have to blame Jay for that nickname, Jay Hannon.
There he is. Charles
House.
Green, welcome in.
Charles
Happy
Green in the
Father's
house.
Day.
Real quick,
I got to tell you
Charles.
what, the
Yeah.
intro for Fruitcake Tony, Charles
Damn, bro.
shredding it up.
Damn.
Dude,
That was
we were
got
talking
some-
about you last night,
you
man.
got
Your
some
ears
licks,
must have been on
dude.
fire.
you need to
Wait,
jump on here one day
what-
and show us how to shred like
Trev
that.
said it right. He goes, "Is that what's the word you used? Not a saying, but
His stank face.
well, we were like, we have to do the Charles Green every time we do a solo. We have to do her like when we play. We got to do the Charles Green." And Trev's like, "Is
Put
that?"
your heart and your soul into it.
Yeah, all of us have a guitar face, so
Okay, I was telling these guys last night at the hangout that my friends that were on the YouTube and on WhatsApp, they go, "Dude, how come we only see you playing and we can only see your beard down to the guitar?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just want to focus on the guitar." And they're like, "Yeah, we know why you're doing it." Because I would show them the original video, and they would see my mouth as I'm playing. I'm actually like wording the notes, like I'm kind of going like. And I'm making these faces, and they're like, "Dude, what's up with that face?" I'm like, "That's it. Edit the video, kind of crop it down." So yesterday I saw, Trev's like, "Dude, look at the stank face that Charles Green is doing." I go, "Fuck yeah, dude, he's into it, dude." And I'm like, "That's it. Next video, I'm making I'm making the Charles Green videos."
Yep. That was awesome, Charles. Rock on, man. That was
That
cool
was good stuff,
Yeah.
brother.
Yep, for sure. We got Ryan Hall joining us. What's going on?
What's
Howdy,
going
brother.
on, brother?
Let's see. What did I see here? Graphite and Cigar says Kurt bought Greenie so he could destroy his heritage of amazing tone. Now it's destined for mediocrity in his hands.
You know what? I wonder if he is really playing the Greenie. I think he's playing the the
replicas now.
replicas now.
I don't know. He said he was
He's
going to play
got
it
that
on
locked
stage.
up, man, guarded.
You know, it's probably got its own car for Christ's sake. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He sleeps with it. He says,
What's going on, Ed? Good to see you.
"Ed,
Welcome in.
Man.
what's up, motherfucker?"
What else is going on?
Yeah.
Let's
It had
see.
to happen. It had to happen.
Excuse me. We got Terry 3Gs. Welcome in, Terry. Good to see you.
Terry, good to see you, man. Guitar man.
Terry
too.
3Gs of Ben Coon's show fame, along with Trev.
Right. One of my cohorts Monday nights. Ben Coon's channel.
No, we need to get Quentin on here to see butt cheeks. Real ones.
Evidently, he's thinking about them all the time.
Yeah. I
Oh,
probably
wait, that
don't
was
do
something
Jessica
else.
Albus, maybe.
Let's see. Who else we got in here?
Hey, Sasha Gray's in here. Hey,
Hey.
just kidding.
She could be.
See if we can get her on the panel.
Everybody just had one. I'm like, whoa, hey, what?
I'm in her Discord. I mean, I could send her a message for you too if you want.
Oh, dude, just tell her. Oh, is my wife here?
I know a fella.
You got that, what is that? They call it the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon,
Separation.
something.
Yeah.
Separate, yeah. You got to know 7 people
Well-
in order to get in touch with the person that, excuse me, that you want to get in touch
Well,
with.
the last time I mentioned Nina Hartley, if all Dave all night's in here. I don't know if he's in here, but he told me a story about one of his friends, and I won't repeat it here. I'll tell you guys in the green room. But wow,
So you bring up a topic, but you're not going to talk about it.
That's 2 stories
just
we've
went-
got pinned into
That's
board.
right.
Well,
yeah,
you know,
that's
it-
why
it
I'm
is-
asking you guys, because I always tell my kids like, "Hey, I got a story to tell you about. I'll tell you later," and they'll remind me. So you guys got to
Yeah, yeah.
remind me.
Yeah.
Mine
It-
do
it
the
is-
same thing.
It is a family show, sort of, so. you know,
Exactly.
yeah, we got to keep it somewhat clean.
You just assume that it's dirty, Ryan.
Oh,
Well, because it usually is,
That's true. It's called predictive statistics. You're right.
right?
you know, when we were hanging out last night, I kept on looking over to the far left to make sure the live button wasn't on, because every time I open up my mouth, I'm like, hey, "Are we live?" No. Okay, all right, we're good.
Your heart sinks a little bit, and you're like, "Oh,
Oh,
is that
shit.
it?"
We're live?
Yeah.
So Trev went to April Wine Show. You want to tell us how that was?
It was a hoot Friday night.
Oh,
so
you did?
Who was in April Wine?
Who
All right,
was
so that's
in
why you
April?
mentioned it last night. Okay.
Well, the original lead singer, I believe, has passed. No, still got it saved here. The band. So you got your Brian Greenway playing
Okay.
guitars and doing some vocals. And then you got your Mark Parent doing guitars and vocals. And they were both pretty cool, both playing Les Pauls, 2 JCM 800 half stacks. Turned up pretty loud. And the drum player is Roy
what I said.
Nickel. And then you've got a Richard Lancier on bass and vocals. So 5 fellas. But
Now-
they sounded good.
Or any of these guys original guys? Because they've been around since what, mid 70s?
I think Brian's one of the originals.
And that was the
You right?
the
It's
drummer.
not really April Wine, then, is it?
Well, I mean,
Trivia.
It was a live band, nice and close, and had a pretty good time, I'll say.
Well, it's like, what other bands are there that have no original members left? You got Leonard Skinnerd. You've got like Blue Oyster Cult.
Buck Derma's still there.
All right, here you go. Let's
Buck
play a
Dharma.
little clip.
In Blue Oyster
Say
Cult?
that name.
Yeah.
Buck Dharma.
Oh, great. We're going to get a copyright.
Like
this
we
is-
don't every show, Ryan. This is the first of the evening.
Well, you
Try to
know,
keep it
we're,
under 10 seconds.
we're starting to knock on that 1,000 and maybe getting, set up for all that good stuff. So we got to,
That's
Be careful.
exciting. Then we'll get over to doing some original stuff and
yeah, for sure.
some,
you
some
know,
jams.
Kind of
we
wanted
just-
to,
We just
Say-
lost 4 viewers when
Yeah.
Trev showed the April wine there. So
they all bailed.
Brian of the Gypsy Queen. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to be able to find, I've been looking at some of the, what is it, Pro Drummer or Expert Drummer, Easy Drummer. Just looking for something for, putting down some bass and drums and doing some original stuff. That little thing that I did at the beginning of the show, that was just me on acoustic, and then I put a keyboard behind it for almost like a bass feel, and just jammed to that. So, yeah, I'll be looking to do more of that kind of stuff.
This is what I want to do, man. I'm going to get that Roadcaster eventually. I keep on talking about it. Shut up, R2. But once I get that thing going, see, I'm just dreaming, so I'll just talk all out. If once I get that thing going, I want to hook up with my old drummer again.
What's up, Hip?
And just put a camera in the corner, hook that thing up, and just jam live.
Yeah.
Just capture the power that we used to just have and just play and just see what happens. Everything turns out good, man. Just post it, play it for everybody.
That sounded like a tight fit, Trev.
She's tight. First time she's been open today.
Jeez, time.
Let's see.
First
Joe
time it's
Hervey
been
says,
open today.
Thought I heard it's 500 subs. I hear that there's some talk of that, but I have
I saw
not
an
seen
article,
that.
but it has yet to come to
Yeah,
fruition.
it has not gone into effect yet.
What's that?
The
They're
lowering of
lowering the requirements from 1,000 to 500
monetization.
subs
To go
for the,
to go,
for the
to go
super
li-
chats and all that kind of
Oh,
good
I
stuff.
thought to go live or something on your.
No.
I go live and I've got less than 50.
Yeah, Laz was
No, I
talking
mean,
about
like
it
on your
a little
phone.
earlier. Oh, I don't know about that on the phone.
I think it's 1,000 still to go live on your phone.
Oh,
I'd just
No,
go to StreamYard and patch it in.
There you go.
mm-hmm.
That's
You
how.
can go
That's
OBS and go to anything,
Right.
I think.
But just straight from YouTube, live.
Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe.
We're going to
Well,
have
it's
a
a
loophole.
special 1,000 sub party show. Or
Probably we'll do something. May have a special
be?
little
August long
giveaway
weekend,
or
maybe?
something. Maybe what's that, Drift?
Maybe it'll line up for a whiskey weekend there, John.
Whiskey weekend.
we'll, what we'll do, Trev, because Trev's going to be coming over in July for an extended
days.
period of time of enjoyment. So we'll spend the first if we're short, we'll spend the first couple of days getting some dummy accounts set up. So we will make 1,000 by mid July, one way or the other,
Yeah.
legit or not.
Well, we've been doing pretty good so far. So, everybody seemed to enjoy last Thursday the Marty 5150 show. That was a really good time.
I
So,
enjoyed his company.
anybody missed that? It was a really good show. You should go back and watch the replay.
And fingers crossed for maybe some crossover stuff.
Yeah, he'd mentioned he wanted to do another Crank the Marshall on the deck. He wanted to do 3 of them, but he talked about his the skipper, was having some trouble, wasn't able to help him, and he's about 3 hours away from me, so I offered to go help. So we'll see. He seemed like he was open to it, so do a little collaboration with Marty
Let's
5150.
shoot for the
That'd be
middle
cool.
of July. We're going to have a 3-day show. It's just going to go for a 72-hour marathon. We'll
Nice.
just keep it running.
Road trip and everything.
Yeah. There we go. Butt Cheek says we can go MySpace Live. Is that still around, MySpace?
Is Tom still working there?
Wow.
Or the AOL chat? Quentin is still on that.
Yeah.
He hangs out in those chat
Well, that's
rooms.
his ISP, isn't it?
Yeah.
The modem and all that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got going on. The 1000th, says Stephen Franklin, gets brought behind the tool shed.
Sacrificial.
We'll have something probably special, some kind of giveaway.
Yeah, we got something for you here. Come over here.
Fun.
Yeah, come on.
Should be
You
fun.
have to. Yeah, follow me to come get it. Yeah.
Like Eventides?
Eventide? What?
Some recording, some original stuff would be the ultimate plan, I would think.
Right.
Brandon still has his Net Zero CD. He's going to boot it up. Make sure you do it on a Windows 95
Jeez.
I still
machine.
have some old machines laying around too. Some old laptops
Janice
on XP
says,
and shit.
I have the same amount of subs as you.
Oh,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
27?
I think that may be just a statement.
Is that a
Okay.
challenge? Arm wrestling?
Throwing down the gauntlet.
Race.
Oh,
Let's see.
wow. Jimmy Ray, bro.
And speaking
Wow.
of landmarks, little segue. Our friends at Under the Bus are having a pretty big show coming up this week, isn't it? Wednesday for our Under the Bus
He's in
friends
there with
doing
Jared,
their
Brendan.
1 year anniversary super show.
Me to give you a little fucking shout out here.
Oh,
Exactly. Hope to see you on Wednesday there. That's
Dan
fun.
Cross
Gorman
promotion.
is asking, where's the jam part of Chat and Jam? It was at the beginning, man. It was
Dan,
like
We heard
5
due
minutes
for a riff, I
of a
guess.
jam.
Is it my turn? Do I
Yeah.
have to turn on the Marshall?
Yeah, we'll
Come-
rotate here in a minute. Just you know.
Come on, Dan.
Yeah,
we'll send
jump
you the
on in.
link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a riff.
Yeah,
What do
man.
we have? Monkey.
Hey, did you
here?
see Jimmy Ray here, bro? There's Jimmy Ray's comment here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, Right
Do
there.
a Keeley Halo giveaway for your 1,000 push. I will donate it. Cool, man. That's awesome.
wow.
Super
You're
sweet.
the man, brother.
That is very, very cool.
Seriously, man? That's cool.
Very awesome.
Right on, man.
Oh, Brendan's firing up the Windows NT.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. James G. Caught the show with Marty. Was real good. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, that was a landmark for record time, I think. 3 hours, 15 minutes or whatever it was.
That was a tone
Time
talk
flew
special.
right by.
Yeah, for sure. Dan says he missed it. You got to go rewind,
Me too,
man.
Dan.
and
I was
catch
asked
up.
to be. I was in timeout. They asked me not to show up. So.
Come on now.
Just kidding.
I was watching my kids swim. Well, I was listening to it though.
Jenna says we want more. That's all. All right. Well, let's give them some more. Who's got something ready to go?
I
Oh,
can
Janice wants more. Right. More is more.
give us a little go.
Let me get
Put
it.
a little Friedman in our lives there, JD.
Very cool, man. All kind of good comments coming in.
I was
We,
going to have something else prepared, but
We'll talk
somebody in his 1,000 frickin' but
we'll talk about that in a second. We got
You should have
Tim-
seen the comment I left on there, John.
Yeah. We
I
got
got to
Tim,
go back and look.
Tim Thomas is in. Welcome in, Tim. Good to see you.
Cheers,
Let's
man.
see.
What's
we
up,
had
brother?
We had R2R3 commenting on your guitar playing. He's going, woo. We got Brandon B Squared. We got Charles Green. Oh, yeah. Holly. Welcome in, Holly. Says
Mr.
you heard
Holly.
guitar and showed up. It was so good that it caused Joe Hervey to.
And I know that guy has some stinky
Yes.
ones too.
Got Got some comments from Graphite Cigars, Killer Tone.
G&C, man. Thanks.
Nice, brother.
Let's see, James G, nice. Janice Lala, doesn't everyone? Doesn't everyone what? Yep.
Even the pretty ones.
Good times with Ed. Let's
Awesome,
see.
Ed.
Scott says great tone. Charles says great tone.
Great tone. Now, what about the playing? Fuck the tone.
Excellent.
Says that you
from
should have
Butt
had more
Cheeks.
good face on when you were doing that.
Did I have a git face on?
A little bit more.
Yeah.
We need some more stank face.
So you want
Sounds
me to
sweet.
act for you now?
No, we just need you to play something with a little more passion.
You got to get the Charles Green.
That's right.
Yep. Right on. That was killer.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy.
Crisp and clean, says Ed.
No caffeine. Never had it, never will.
So good
What are you
stuff.
on?
Good stuff. Let's see. Playing is fantastic. Playing is killer. All kinds of good comment, man.
Thank you, everybody.
So let's talk about the other thing that you had prepared. So
Bam, bam.
couple nights ago, should I tell the story or you want?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. You're the one who created this
I
fucking
was,
mess.
yeah, I was the one that did it. So
We'll preface all of this by saying it is Ryan's
Real
channel.
quick,
well,
what he's going to talk
yeah.
about, I was playing it last night, and I had my little Yamaha. These fuckers are like, oh, the R2 can play. I'm like, bastards. Bastards.
Although we didn't see his head. So
This is
It
true.
was a recording.
This is true.
Yeah.
maybe it's your son or your daughter.
Yeah.
Doppelganger.
I was queuing them in.
So what night was it that you went to see April Wine, Trev?
Friday, last night.
Friday. Okay. So Friday, John and I are in a hangout, and we're just chatting and trading licks, and he says, I think I'm going to prepare something for Sunday, and he starts playing Amsterdam. So I'm like, well, let me see, so I'm kind of learning those licks too, and I'm kind of struggling with it a little bit, and it's getting late at night, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to head on to bed, John. See you, good night. And I stayed up for another 45 minutes working on the riff. So the next day, I'm like, well, I've learned this riff. I might as well put a short out. So I put the short out, and it gets 1,000-something views. And I see a comment come from John. He's like, really? So last night we were hanging out as well, and we were like, well, you gonna practice up that riff? And he goes, no, you done ruined it with you claimed it with your short.
Short.
So
Yeah,
It's
and
been
that
sullied, I
Sorry.
believe, was the word he used.
sullied, yeah.
yeah.
and the weird
You're
thing is
sorry.
right when we were hanging out last night, seriously, no joke, these guys can tell you. I look at my phone and it says new notification. And I'm like, is Ryan fucking with me? I mean, dude, he just put out this video. We were just talking about it. We're all playing it. And it says new short from OU812. And it was that song, Amsterdam. I'm like, you bastard, I go look at this, man.
And I hear it playing, and I'm like, damn, that sounds good. Who is
Yeah,
that playing? He goes, it's you.
it's you.
I'm like, okay.
I'm like, how did you
So-
do that? So, yeah, John, I made a comment on there, so you got to go back and...
I'll have a look, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, something like that.
See, that's karma. That's
how it
karma
goes.
for me to really, really screw it up that bad.
That's for the copyright.
See, and then it's drop D, and I'm not ready for that. Oh man, that sounds horrible.
Oh,
You know,
the
the weird
tune
thing
is
is-
working well, too.
Before I was hanging out with you guys, I was watching that video that we were talking about of Eddie in the studio, in the 5150 studio, before that song even came out. What was that? What year was that? Like 85?
80 something, yeah.
You
Well, it's
know?
hilarious because Ryan and I, when we were hanging out, we were looking, so we started doing a little cheating, looking on YouTube, and it's like, okay, well, this guy plays it like that. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Let me try
Right.
this. Well,
Everyone's
this guy
playing it
does this here.
different, yeah.
So we said, screw it, let's go see what Eddie did.
Yeah.
And that was the one that we settled on. Figured he's got it right.
It was hard to see exactly what he was doing, but Kind of give
But
you
it looks
an
like he's
idea.
not moving. It looks like
Yeah.
he's just going like right
Yeah.
here in the same. We're doing these.
See, I don't remember how to play it already.
All the time, man. I'll learn this song for a short.
Something like that, right?
I'll wait until you get monetized, and then I'll do a good version of it for you.
There you go. There you go. So fun. Such a fun little riff to play.
Well,
That swing
last
to it.
night,
It's
what
got
we-
that Van Halen fucking makes you want to
Yeah.
wiggle your ass.
A little greasiness to
Got
it.
so many songs like that.
Yep. Yeah, I got to learn some more of that.
were you guys playing Judgment Day yesterday? What were you? What Van Halen song were you guys playing? Where
5150.
We were
where
playing a
John,
little
John
bit
was
of
playing
everything.
it, and then Ryan was doing that.
Yeah, it was Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Yeah, we could do that if you want.
What about the lag? I'm in drop D.
There you go, folks. That's what we do at these hangouts.
That's
you know,
kind of the
after hours.
silly, crazy stuff that we do. Yeah.
It's show prep. It counts as work.
That wasn't right.
It's in that part. A lot of people
How's
play
that
different.
supposed to go? Love that part.
That part.
Hey, we got a Miles in here. Welcome
What's
in,
up,
Miles.
Miles?
Hey, brother.
What's going on?
Man.
Can't hear your mic.
Day. You did a whole day, and we did a sleep.
Oh, I didn't really even sleep.
It's 7 in the morning
man.
for him. He just rolled out of bed. Well, maybe
No, we
Yeah.
did it. We did a
That's it pretty
sleep.
much.
We did a sleep, and he did a whole day's worth of day stuff.
Yeah. You got those winning lotto tickets, man? Numbers?
Put the,
Yeah, I'll let you know
numbers
later.
out for the green room after.
The numbers were 18 and 99.
17. 18.
17. Good to
Right
see you
on,
again,
brother.
man.
See you, man.
You too. No, it was
That's-
fun yesterday.
Yeah, that was. Said it was fun last night.
Oh yeah,
That was,
good times. Good times.
Counts as production. It's show prep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wonder if we can claim
yeah.
that one for tax purposes. Probably not.
If it costs you any money, I guess. It's just time spent at this point.
All this costs me money, believe it.
Oh, I guess.
So Miles, I was telling these guys that yesterday, I don't remember even seeing your face last night. I heard you're playing, and I was staring at your 5152s behind you, and I was like,
Yeah,
man, I go that's why I got this uncovered back here, because I'm like,
beautiful
well, this is the
backdrop.
6505 plus, but modeled after the OGs you have behind you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to do a thing here.
Yes, sir.
See a man about a horse.
There you go. Take out a contract.
So your heads that you have there, your main one is a 5150, or is it the two?
Two.
The two.
Yeah.
I see is that an original block letter to your?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, script.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so script.
do any of those cabs still have Sheffields in them?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I mean, with the two blended on the head there, there's a difference. If I lean to the left, I get a little more peavy. If I lean to the right, I get a little more Marshall. But right down the middle, it just floats my boat, man.
There you go. Well, that's why you have guitar players that put multiple speakers in the actual cab.
People bag on the 900s and people bag on the Sheffields, and I'm out here saying, fuck you, I'm having a lot of fun with this shit.
I
Yep.
love my 900s, man. love
I gotta
these
say,
cabinets.
one of the best cabinets that I've ever heard though is the Friedman cabinets with the vintage 30s and the
Well, and
greenbacks.
that's John DeShane. He has
Yep.
put that together.
Yep.
Plus, he's got the V30s and the greenbacks, right? Because he's miking a V30 in a Soldano cabinet and miking a greenback in his Friedman cabinet.
Okay. Getting a
Now-
little mix and blend of both.
Now,
of
let me
them.
ask you this.
So we're
This could be a little controversial here.
Ooh.
Could it be the player?
A lot of it's got to do with this and the way you hit that.
Because,
For sure, man.
Well,
you know, my 1990, these are 89, 1990 Marshall JCM 900s.
Mhm.
I've had them since back in the day. And they sound phenomenal. I just love the way they sound. And I make them
SD1
sound
in the face for just a
way.
bit of this.
And then when my other guitar player plays them, it sounds different. And he even says, he goes, I think it's just the way you play it.
And that's it, man.
The way
Everybody
you-
should try just about every goddamn thing and make sure you got all the bases covered before you decide on what you like.
And see, and he has the PV. He has the PV. He never bought the head. He just bought the PV cabinet because he just thought that would be cool. But that thing weighs oh my lord, that thing weighs
It's
so.
30 pounds heavier than the Marshall cabinet. I swear
Right?
to God.
I mean, I
It
can
is-
lift my Marshall cabinets up, and I'm like, dude, this is doable.
like
Now,
70 pounds.
no, ask me to go play a gig now, forget about it. But I used to help him do shows when he was doing his band, and I go, Pete, man, leave this fucking thing at home, dude. This is just a fucking monster. And he's like, yeah, man, but it sounds fucking killer. I got to play it on stage, and I'm like, dude, I need a couple dudes to help me with this thing, man. I'll dislocate my shoulder. But I mean, that's what he said. That he said, you know what? It's weird when you play it, man. It just has this resonance, this thump, and then when he played it, it just sounded different. And I go, well, maybe it's just the way you play, dude. Maybe it's just the way your guitar. And he would play my guitar, and that's when that whole thing of like Eddie would sound like Eddie playing out of his rig, and then you would play the same rig that Eddie's playing, and you never sounded like Eddie. You know, could that be part of the dynamics of the picking? And there was a guitar player that just put a Helm, if he's not in here, Helm of the Anti-Lemon. He did this comparison where he held two picks and he goes, I'm going to play these two picks and it's going to sound different. And he did the analytics on it and analyzing it and so forth. And he said, look, this is the way this pick sounds and this is the way this pick sounds. And I go, dude, I've been telling people about that for years, that the picks make a difference in how the attack is and how you hold it. And I'm rambling here, but I wanted to ask you guys your opinion. Do you think it's the actual player? But when people say greenbacks sound the best, but the vintage
There's
30s
going to
sound
be
better.
certain variables that you can consistently make good. This is going to be quality. And then there's absolutely a certain amount of your stank, your mojo, whatever you're putting into your shit that's going to sound a certain way. The way you hold your pick, the angle you hold your pick. Yep. And you're going to be different when you're sitting there thinking about shit and trying to practice, if you will, versus when you've had a few drinks and you're just letting her go. I mean, that's the wild horses on the beach there with the waves coming in on the ocean. That's when you're cooking, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
well, I think obviously that's why there's so many different things to choose from, because different people have different, things that they like about a certain guitar. Maybe that guitar is treble heavy, so greenbacks sound better to them.
Certain sounds for certain guitars has definitely been proven to be a thing for
sure.
Their
amp that they're playing through is a little brighter than some, so maybe those greenbacks being a little darker are better for them. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of choices.
If you spent enough hours in the saddle on a particular setup, you're going to adjust yourself accordingly to get the sound you want to come out of the things. You're going to turn the knobs to where you want them. You're going to hit the thing the way you want it. It's going to. I mean, that's what we're here to do, right?
Yep.
There you go.
And opinions on gear that they have never played.
There you go.
Quite stupid. Yep.
That's where Graphite says it.
Wise words, man. Wise words.
Yep. It says it right there. Yesterday, you guys made a comment. I made a comment on John Deschain saying that he wouldn't buy the Roland just because he has the Eventide. Just because the Eventide has awesome delays. I mean, I use mine, and people have their opinion about that little micro pitch. But I started thinking last night and into this morning. For anyone who has played the Elise's quadriverb, and I just remember the reverbs and the delays in that quadriverb. Just to me, no matter what reverb and what delay currently I play, nothing makes me feel the way I used to play that quadriverb unit. It's as old as it is, it just did something to my playing. The way the delays. It didn't even have a ducker, and Ryan said something last night that the
ducker,
you know what I'm talking about. You know how you
ducker?
You can hear the note. Yeah, it's where you can hear your notes through, and the ducker. What the ducker does, Rocktron did a ducker where you can play your notes and it let the delay after you hit the last note.
Yeah, sort of like this.
Right.
You hear that
and
back
then
and forth.
You know how certain delays, when you would play the note, it would just start boom, 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 just bouncing all over the place and drowning your notes. The quadriverb had that sound for me where I would play the notes and then you can hear the delay trail afterwards. And I'm like, it doesn't have a ducker. And Rocktron had it. And then Ryan last night said something about his units, the original ones, that did that where it wasn't like it enhanced your playing, but you hear the notes, the delay afterwards.
Yeah,
and
like
it gets right out of your way.
Yeah,
it does.
Right.
So when we're playing, you're not hearing it bouncing back and forth.
Right.
You're just hearing the guitar that's full, and then you really like something simple like this.
How you can hear the note the delay comes after.
Just kind of blossoms and blooms, if you will.
But certain delays cover up everything.
Yeah.
Well, I think Roland had something. They were onto something there, where they had that special delay, and I think that's where everyone was. Even Eddie was attracted to, that you were able to play that unit and let it. You can express yourself, and it just.
It doesn't cloud your tone. It gets out of the way,
and that's why I think like Rocktron. I'll just say Rocktron because I remember buying that unit after the quadriverb. That they came up. That's when the first time I ever heard the ducker, and I'm like, "What's the ducker?" And they would say, "Well, let your notes go through, and then the delay would come afterwards, and you can adjust the ducker." And I go, "You know what? Roland and a quadriverb had the ducker sound. I mean,
I know what the ducker is.
Yeah.
Whack, 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 whack.
You
There
haven't
it
noticed
is.
it up in the
I
corner
see
yet.
it. Goddamn
damn
duck.
ducker. Yeah, last night I was cracking up because Trev kept on putting the duck's face on everyone's head when we're inside. But anyways, there you go. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think like as I had said, right? Like no, the eventide will take care of everything, and it can. It's fantastic, but there's something to the secret sauce in this here that it gets completely out of your way, so you have your articulation, but it also feels really good under the fingers. That's a huge part of it.
Yep.
And see, that's the beauty of it is we're blessed and we're lucky to have and own all this gear, that we're able to try all this stuff, and we know what our ears hear and how we feel and how it makes you play.
Yeah.
And I feel that by doing that, I think you may have the right to say all the things, how you can express yourself. And like, Graphite Cigar says, I don't want to hear from anybody that they don't have that gear. You know what I'm saying? If
Never tried it, but from
If you never tried it and you have a judgment on it, dude, shut up. but
or at least even been in the room with somebody else playing.
And,
right? Even that.
Yep.
Give
Well,
you
there's
some kind of experience.
lots of ways to get, kind of close to what you're wanting to do. John has gone with the H90 and the EVH delay pedal. I've got the stupid, ridiculous rack with the original SD 3000s and an Eventide unit. And Miles has got the 350 150s there.
Yeah, he does.
Of course, you've got.
Are you calling him up
You're
for
only
a riff?
using one head at a time, though. But you're kind of explain to us what you route through, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah, I'll go
1 second.
into my pedal board first, and then it goes into the 5152, and then I signal tap that. So the 5152, that's the dry out, and then I tap the signal off that, and it goes into the stereo amp, and all my delays and shit go on the wet cabs. Yeah, just like I did it.
But you're using like TC Electronic equipment for your delays. What are you using for your detune?
My detune is the TC, and my delays is a Prism FX is my cathedral delay. I use that Echoplex for the 70s delay, and then for my 90s sound, to get the delays on that, to get the jumping side to side, I have to engage my MIDI pedal to make that work. But yeah, the TC does all the detune stuff I need it to.
Nice.
Is that the G major or?
Yeah, G major 2.
Yeah. I think I had was a G something or other back, and it was great. It was fantastic.
G
Yeah,
force.
the G major,
Maybe,
G force,
yeah.
G system that had the pedal board,
Yeah.
which I still have buried in a closet somewhere. Yeah, good stuff.
And you know what? At the end of the day, who cares? You plug in and
long
it
as it
makes you
sounds good.
smile. That's right. It's
Yep.
I like EL34s and greenback and vintage 30s and low output pick. Who cares? Who cares?
whatever makes you smile at the end of the day.
That's right.
That's it.
So Miles, excuse me. Did you have something kind of planned and worked up for us today?
Not really. I spent most of my time yesterday cleaning, so didn't really get to play anything.
Well, I see you do have a guitar in your hand.
Yeah, always got to be ready.
And
That's a beauty.
Which guitar are you playing today?
Vodka and Gold.
Look at that.
that's nice.
Fucking A, man.
That's right up your alley there, John.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
How the hell did that get to Australia?
Yeah, what is up with all these guitars getting over there?
That Jason Tong guy, he's sucking all the gear into Australia.
I'll tell you what, it's costly to import the damn thing.
Yeah, no, I'm messing with you, man. I know you were talking about that before.
Yeah.
How much it costs to get it to you.
Yeah, it's crazy. To get a Music Man from America
going
is
on,
about
Kurt?
15 grand.
Kurt.
15 grand.
Kurt.
Yeah, Australian, so it's about 10, 11 grand US
Oh,
a what?
crap.
for EVH Music Man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
What
So
is it?
it's-
So it's like a VAT tax like they have in the UK type of
Yeah,
thing?
you've got to pay the European VAT and then the Australian GST on top.
So in other words, you get
So
the
you
double
get,
dip
we
in
get,
there.
you
we
gotta
have the
reach for your
GST.
ankles, man.
Yeah, we have the GST in Canada, but not the VAT. So you get double hit.
Well, they're not actually supposed to charge you the VAT, but they try to do it anyway. With this one, I got away with it. I only had to pay the GST, but with the Amber one, they slugged me with the VAT.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But
And you
you're
have no
happy
choice because it's in customs. Then if you
Yeah.
don't pay it, it doesn't get released.
you don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Kurt.
Kurt.
Yeah, man. Welcome in, Kurt.
Oops.
Sound. Womp womp.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
That's probably.
Local bar.
Beesman.
Kurt, how the hell we doing? Uncle Laser here, your boy Brian. Brian Beesman wanted me to give you a little fucking shout out.
So what you got?
Bleep it.
You ready to rip something there, Miles? Or
I'll play something. I'll give it a go
Right
anyway.
on.
I did call you out last night when you were wearing that other shirt, and you played a pretty cool couple of riffs from that band. And today you're wearing an Ozzy
No,
Osbourne shirt. You got any of that pull out?
Oh, yeah, I could probably remember something. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
You made Trev happy.
yep, like Graphite and Scar says though, Sharon's going to be after my channel.
Sharon! Cease and
Shut us-
desist.
She's going to
Coming
shut
right
us
now.
down. Oh well. There you go. You got to fudge every third note. Sharon just got an email. She's going to charge us $19.99.
So it's the golden day of the
Music
channel.
man away. They'll
Oh,
beat the
well.
tax. They'll take your guitar away.
Bastards.
That sounded great, man.
Sounded
Yeah, that
really
was
good.
awesome, man.
Cheers. Yeah, I like a bit of
Now
Randy
you were
Road
saying
stuff.
last
Oh,
night,
yeah.
Miles, that the Music Mans have a significant amount of oomph to
Yeah,
the guitars, where the other,
yeah, they push it. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They'll usually when I plug in another guitar, I have to boost it just a little bit to get. Otherwise, it doesn't sustain or anything like
interesting.
these do. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Those are 14K pickups in that thing.
Well, the original
15
ones.
something and 16 something. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
you
they're
were
put
saying that
together so well.
You had some other higher output pickups. That
Yeah, I got one
still-
that's high at 16.6, and I still have to boost it a little bit.
Huh.
That must be the
I had an Axis years and years ago, and it was the most resonant thing ever. So I don't know if they just jammed the neck in there so barely, so it's so tight, and it's
Maybe
like
that's
one
what it is,
solid
man.
thing, man.
Maybe it's the 5 bolts that are in there.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't know.
something about it, mate.
It was super sturdy too, because I did some stupid things with that, playing live, and should have definitely tweaked the neck, and nope, solid as a rock.
Yep. Yeah, you just hang off this thing off the bar and it just won't go out of tune. It's crazy.
Right on.
Wow.
So we had somebody commenting on your jacket back there. Can you show us that?
Sure thing.
So this is
No. I mean, behold the 3 amps. When he kind of gets out of the way, you don't really get the whole picture.
It's not a green screen.
so this is an original.
Awesome.
Yep,
Correct?
it's an original. Yep.
Wow.
She's a Reggie Ditch. There's the old tag. Yeah.
Is that like silk or what is it?
It's rayon, which is, like silk.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Ryan, we need a sound effect that goes swing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful jacket.
That's so
It's pretty
80s,
much-
eh? That's
Yeah,
perfect.
it's almost mint condition. You remember these old collars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. I was lucky to get it.
Yeah, dude.
Very nice.
I'd be wearing it all over Australia.
So what other cool memorabilia do you have
Sun
like
would
that?
kill it.
Oh, dude, I've got heaps.
I see
Heaps.
the drill. I mean, he's got the drill sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't normally see because.
Oh yeah. Here we go. That's the pound cake, guys.
Hell yeah!
Do you run it in reverse?
Yeah. Yeah, reverse.
Yep.
Details. It's
Only
all in
only the
details.
nerds know that. Come on, man.
Right.
Yeah. Got to get that night. But yeah, I've got a box full of memorabilia here. Just it's a bit of a bitch to get to at the moment, but I can if you want.
No, that's fine. We always
Got
take a look
Nothing but time, man.
next time, or
At least 40 minutes going.
Cool.
whatever you feel like.
But if it's too much
Easy.
work, don't worry about it.
Kurt says
I'll get it
the
out.
original EVH Music Man pickups are magical.
Do you have one, Kurt? The
The
Axis or the
No, but he's stayed at a Holiday Inn once. Holiday Inn Express.
man, I wish I could go back in time. Go back to 1991
Don't we all?
and just order one of those. When you had like guitar reps, Guitar Center reps, they'd go like, "Hey, dude, we got this EVH guitar coming." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a Jackson USA coming."
Kurt says
Alright,
he has an Axis,
There we go. Yeah. What year is it? Oh,
so he knows what he's talking about.
Kurt.
And Sunflare.
Did we lose 6?
He's still here, but he's not.
Oh, he's just muted his camera.
He's extricated himself from the show.
He's working
Yeah, I'm
on
still here. I'm
something.
just gonna pull this box out.
Okay. Going fishing. Gone fishing.
Gonna move it with the 418.
So trippy.
Very nice.
Oh shit,
I guess
R2's
I
in a
need to
different
turn
room
my
now.
mic up. What's that?
So shit, R2's in a different room now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to
My
see
buddy
Eddie.
with me.
So did that sound a little bit different?
It did.
Yeah, I had it actually
My
on the red.
friend.
I had it on the red channel
bless.
there accidentally. It was a little hotter, I guess.
A hot tub.
Didn't suck.
Yep.
Caliente.
Muy caliente.
Muy muy.
See. Get it
All right, I need someone to beer me.
Stop yelling.
It's Father's Day. Somebody bring me a beer. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Sean says there's better torque sound in reverse on the drill. Kurt's answering your question there. He had a 2002
22.
Axis.
But does that Borealis thing affect that? I mean,
Awesome
six
year,
is
bro.
down under, so like the water goes down
Go
the toilet.
forward.
a different way down there. So does the
Kurt,
drill?
let me know if you ever want to sell that thing, man. I need a 2002 anything. So take that from you, bro.
He's closer to me, so when he comes up in July, he's going to bring it.
Whiskey
Like the
weekend,
little
mid-July. Kurt,
You and
We
Bo are
have,
going over a good Portillo's.
you just gotta show up. We'll take care of you otherwise.
Hey, Richard.
We have Richard joining in. He says, "Hey guys from the UK, thumbs up.
Cheers,
Yeah.
man.
Nice to see you."
Cool. Cool.
Scott's talking about a hot tub.
Make me sweat, baby.
So what's happening?
I could use a good hot tub. My legs and knees and calves, they're still sore from Friday night. I mean, that 2.5 hours.
Well, all these guitars and stuff we're talking about from the past, we could use a hot tub time machine.
Go
Was
back
it because
and
you were in
see
the
for wine
sauna?
in 1988.
Jared was talking about the
1998.
sauna last night.
1988.
1998.
88.
Let's see. Holly says Wolf posted a pic of his pops and said, "I'm trying." I think he's doing way more than trying.
Yeah, man, he's kicking ass.
Yeah,
That
for sure.
interview with Olo was fantastic.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, hey.
And
So I haven't had a chance to watch the rest of it. I saw about the first 45 seconds, and then I had to get back to work, and I haven't
pretty
thought
cool,
about.
man. He's such
going
a
back.
cool, laid-back cat, you know? And if anything, he really
Well, sure.
doesn't give a shit what you think.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna tell it
So
like
just-
it is.
Just a normal dude, sounds like,
Yeah.
you know.
And he's not afraid of the trolls and the press and getting a bad rap.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna ride my race.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta stay out of other people's heads. Just ride your own race. Try and do better than you did the last lap.
Yep. So he's doing him.
He's a chip off the old block, that's for sure.
Right?
Right. Yeah, I remember hearing Ed and Alex and all those talk about that. They just play music that they want to play, and if people like to hear it, then great.
That's
If
right.
not, you know, they're doing it. Like we say, we're doing it for the smiles. Makes us happy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like John's ready to go with something there.
No. Just for a little ambience there while you're.
John was doing a great job last night. We were hanging out, and there was just this beautiful music in the background.
Yeah, it's little.
John was just jamming out and playing
What you call
softly.
that?
And I was like, dude, I love those pickups on that. Sure, guitar, man.
Mhm. Sounded good.
Trying to give the clouds, the
Lounge
Bob
effect,
Ross
right? You're in the lounge,
the
having a
fluffy
couple of
clouds.
drinks. There's a couple
Miss
stewardesses there on a
Holly's.
layover.
He's dedicating it to Holly.
That's right. It's for you, Holly.
Fluffy clouds.
Sit back, have a smoke. 50% off drinks at the bar.
Hey, you're right.
It's
Mother's
ladies'
Day
night
special.
time. So Scott says he's chill. He could totally be all I'm fucking Wolfgang Van Halen, but he doesn't do that like Dave would.
Right? He could do
Not
that,
wrong.
but dude, that guy's so, man. Wow. First of all, he's been through a lot, right? I mean, he doesn't
still
look
gotta
at
be
Eddie the
kinda
way we do,
fresh.
right? We look at Eddie as like an icon, the man. That's his
It's
dad.
Pops. It's your pops, man.
That's your father.
And I'm sure they were really close
I
because
feel bad for Father's Day right now.
Edward made a priority of Wolfgang, right? Made sure that he was around as much as he could. And I think he always made him a top priority, which makes a
Right.
difference. He wasn't one of those dads that's never around.
That's cool, man. And I know Wolfgang probably remembers
We were
that.
talking
He
about
knows
last
that
night,
he had a
and
good
he joined the
upbringing.
band when he was 15. You want to play bass in Van Halen? What?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go on the road. All right, Pops, let's go.
Yep, let's do it. Yeah, you
Give you
hear
one
the stories
second,
that he was the only reason that they, went back out, got together, encouraged them to learn some of the old stuff and get back out there.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Sean. We, some of us saw it, some of us have to go watch it.
That was good.
Speaking of great interviews, did everybody check out again?
Marty,
They're
5150.
latecomers, all the Marty, the 5150 show that we did.
I got about
Thursday.
halfway through it.
Yeah,
Got to watch the other half. But yeah, it's good so far, what I've seen.
yeah, cool. Yeah, so anybody that's missed that, go check it out. The Marty 5150 show from Transtrim Thursday. Let's see. Yeah,
We need
I
some
heard that
riffage. We're due
Steve
for a
Franklin
riff.
says he picked the set list. That's what I had heard too. I was mentioning that the other night because we were talking about, or maybe it was last stream, where we were talking about can't remember songs that we even our own stuff, and that was something that I remembered is that when Wolfie was picking the set lists, Ed was saying like I got to remember how to play all this stuff. I got to go learn it
20
again.
years since I
Yeah.
played that song. Are you
I don't remember how
kidding
to
me?
play that stuff. Cool.
I
huh?
always I have a little bit of I feel Michael Anthony, right? It's like, yeah, how did that? I mean, I kind of I don't know. What do you say, right? Maybe Ed knew he was on his way out, so he wanted to do it with his kid. That's I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't fault somebody for wanting to do something with their kid.
If
you know?
the band's name is Van Halen, and you want to put a guy in the band and his name is Van Halen,
We got to get as many Van Halens in
writes
here as we can.
itself, doesn't it?
How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah.
We need some Lee Roths.
I think they would have been better off with more Hagers.
Sean has volunteered to come behind the woodshed. Come on.
Go take a look.
Oh no!
There's some splatter on the wall there.
Oh. Give us a little something, John.
I got nothing, man.
That's the H90 sound right there. graphite's calling you out on your tuning, John.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Get the strobo stomp.
That sound out of tune to you?
It's not hurting my ears.
John's B.
Strobo Stomp says it's in, so
Must be you.
and the E as well. Maybe it's just my ox hands.
A little bit too much.
A little too much pressure.
No, these got tiny frets on it.
Sounds good, John.
It does. Pretty.
You're pretty. All of yours.
Another
Nice.
little original thing I've been trying to work on.
Very cool, bro.
Sounds good, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
I do as well. And I mean, you should get them in a 3 or a 4 day marathon where you're going to barbecue meat, drink whiskey, actually really fine scotch. John prefers really fine single malt scotch.
Really fine.
I bring a nice bourbon. He's got the scotch.
He's got the
We,
shit.
we won't do tequila anymore.
Had an incident with a sink. Involved a sink.
It was
You gotta get
contained.
some-
It was fine. We moved on. It was nothing.
You got to get some good Tito's, man.
Tito's is good stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't get this sipping business, right? To me, that's always been something you shoot. So you sip it, you get it. Nah. Tastes like
That was
fucking
the George Clooney,
cigarette
tequila.
butts.
You know what?
Yeah, yeah.
The fuck was the name of that shit?
Razzmanazz or something like
I
that.
mean, it's supposed to be a fancier tequila.
I still want to try that Snoop Dogg wine.
Really?
Kanga Mesa Kanga.
Go ahead and tell the story about that.
Well, Ryan last night on our offline hangout, he went to go do a beer run, and he took us on a Joe ride, and he took us to the local Kroger's, the good old Kroger's, and he was showing us the display of the wine selection. He was asking us like, "What kind of wine should I get?" And I'm like,
I was looking for a nice red wine.
nice red wine. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I haven't had wine in a long time. And he stumbled upon some Snoop Doggy Dogg wine. We're like, you know what?
No,
I wouldn't mind trying that. You know, just see what
340 proof.
I was thinking that it might have like grassy overtones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always like the Wolf's Lass Cab Sav. It's always been good wine to me.
What did
Yeah.
you wind up getting? I forgot. What did you get?
Something stag, something. I don't know.
Egg. Yeah.
Yep.
Have to go dig it out and see.
A
As long as they
Cabernet
can drop it out of the
Sauvignon
car.
made in California, I think, at a ranch a little bit north of Orange County.
I don't know.
I looked it up. I Googled it while you were in the store.
Oh, did you?
Like, oh, yeah, I had the Snoop Dogg up, and then you were like, fuck the Snoop Dogg. I'm like, damn it, okay, start on another piece of stag. Okay, open that up.
Yeah, I think it's vintage of 1999.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen Franklin, man, do I have memories of the Mad Dog 2020.
Yep. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. Gotta be careful with that.
Everything should be THC infused. Here's your mashed potatoes. THC.
Holly says this one time in 1980, I quit tequila too.
Yeah.
Have you still quit, or did you take it back up again? Let's see.
I'll probably be. This is on special this month. Graphite. You can't even see it. There, no, you can see it. The Elijah Craig is one of my favorite fancy bourbons.
Nice.
But he'll have an 18-year-old bottle of Glenfiddich or I don't know. John's taste in Scotch aligns with my taste in whiskeys as well. He's not one of those smoky,
No smoke,
kind
no
of
peat.
nasty, peaty
Highland,
crap.
baby.
Oh Jesus! All the whiskeys
Highlander
I've ever had at
Space
John's
Side,
house were
yeah.
delicious.
Some better than others.
Well, I can't remember the fancy name of that one the last time. Glenmorangie?
Yeah, maybe. I got a guy. You know,
It was a
everybody
Glen
should have
something,
a.
but it was.
Everybody should have a butcher. Everybody should, a doctor, fish guy, whatever. I got a Scotch guy. I walk in there and we only do this, 2 or 3
Couple
times
times
a year. Yeah. And I go in there and he knows me and he knows what I like. And
Makes good recommendations.
yeah, he just brings me over here. Sometimes he holds bottles for like 3 months. This is the one.
Cool.
Nice.
But it's a trick though, right? You gotta enjoy that. So 1 or 2, and then you switch over to the fucking barrel sweepings and have that for the rest of the night.
Once you don't care what you're drinking.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there's a steady flow of hops and barley.
Oh.
I mean, there's no shortage of any kind of hops or barley products going. And
I'll be back in a few minutes, Choma.
Speaking of hops and barley,
go see a
gotta
man
go
about a
see a
horse.
tree.
Yeah. Beyond the shed. Oh, we got somebody in the green room here.
How do you like that?
Oh, spinning wheel. Ride the spinning ponies, watch the spinning
The music's
wheels
working with the loading
ride.
circle. I'm just saying, it's kind
What
of.
goes up must come down.
So we can hear him, but we
We
can't
can hear
see
him. Where's the video?
Wow. So you can hear me then?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Wow.
then. We-
Okay, so what do I need to click on? Wow, this
Your
is horrible.
camera.
Some kind of a camera thing, I think. It was
Yeah,
last time.
probably. See, stop cam mute, settings.
Yeah, go into settings.
Settings. Okay. There we go. That's the problem.
There he is.
There we go.
There it is.
Let me, I guess, just leave the resolution to whatever it's set at standard.
Yeah, don't fuck with the camera.
Got it. All right, thank you. And audio.
Got your the noise cancellation and all that stuff.
Yeah, echo cancellation
It's
is
not wearing the
checked.
headphones.
Now, and I have all that stuff. It's just
So
I'm
cancellation's
old,
on.
fat, white, and lazy. What can I say?
So you get a 12-second burst before the algorithm crushes your sound and makes it compressed like it's coming through a AM radio in
Nice.
1972.
Very
It's
nice.
pretty, man.
Can you guys see the? I love what John's been playing. It's really nice, John.
I'm the elevator music man.
This is a cool guitar. I got this many years ago. It is a Gibson 335.
Nice.
Of course, the cover's off the truss rod adjustment because of the temperature
Gibson.
changes and stuff. Even though I'm in Southern California, I still have to adjust it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a thing, so I just leave it off. But this is a limited edition, and it is a one-piece maple top, flame maple. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Nice.
Right.
It's really hard to see. There we go.
Can see it.
And
Yeah.
the back is a one-piece flame.
Wow.
Oh, geez, that's bad. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, no split. No split down the middle. Nice.
Then it has a silver maple leaf block through here, one-piece maple mahogany neck actually, and dark rosewood fretboard. It's a cool guitar, but it's not without its faults. I need to figure out some issues with it because it does this weird rattle. And I've had my kids come in, so I'll play something, and it'll be all, I'm like, push down the pickup here, push there, push on the bridge, on the tailpiece, do something, hold the tuners, and we cannot figure out.
You're the
It's
rattling.
Yeah, it's got this weird G string, which is the third string rattle that just goes. I don't think it's auditory through the amp, but it definitely is to my ears.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's sad because it's like a multi-$1,000 guitar. It's like good news.
What's good, man? Kind of reminds me of like what Wolfgang would play.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, man, I'll sell this thing and get the SA 126 that they'll come out with. I mean, given it's a decent player. And my big beef with a lot of the guitars that come out that obviously John Deshane doesn't have a problem with because he buys Sirs, which is awesome and I love it. But it's really, you get a wonderful guitar and then you go to set it up just a little bit. You're not asking for much. You're just trying to go, I need at the 12th fret maybe 4/64ths, 5/64ths, or what would that be, like 50 thousandths, I guess?
Yeah.
And yet
You're asking a Canadian to
Go metric?
transfer over to.
Right. Yeah. So, and then you're ending up at like 70. Remember the guitar I was playing last week? We were on the Henrik de Hong.
Yeah.
That guitar, I didn't set up. All I did was intonate that G string real quick. But the strings were like huge. They were like lifted off the frets. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Let's just play the damn thing, And
So I
it's
slide
fun.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually did a return thing to, I think it's Zounds or AMS, one of the two. I got it through. And I was just like, you know what? I tried to set it up. I adjusted the neck. I did some, adjusting to the height of the bridge without tension on the Floyd Rose, of course, not to damage the knife edge and stuff. And it just would not set up. I couldn't get the action to, and I don't play low action. I like mine medium or medium high, which is fine for me, whatever that means. You know what I mean? It's all, interpretive. And,
Just so you can feel you can bend the notes if you want to bend some strings.
right. Well, the way it was set up when I played it last week with you guys, it was like if you bent the note, your finger was going, you were going underneath the string above you.
The string was going between your nail and your finger.
There's no way to capture that. It was like, oh my God, so high. Whatever.
It's a dobro.
Yeah, exactly. I should have been playing slide.
Slide, yeah.
So what do you got hooked up there for your signal chain?
Oh, today, same old thing. It's just the 335 going into the analog design audio, that grease-made, handmade, boutique, overdrive, which barely has any drive to it, straight into the Rivera. I should plug in some other stuff because I have an EVH over there and I have a Friedman right down here. But it's the Friedman. It's not the real Friedman like John has. It's the Friedman Pink Taco V2. Isn't
Yeah,
that
those are
awesome?
great. I want.
You go,
Those are
You're right,
great.
that's the one I want.
E,
Man.
you want it? I'll sell it to you. I don't need it, man. I really
We can
don't.
talk. We can talk.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for a killer price.
Wow,
I-
cool.
It's for me. You know what? I just need something that sound comes out of a speaker, and then I'll do the rest with whatever.
So what do
The
you
Pete Thorne
typically
demo
use
on
that?
was awesome.
what?
It's pretty much right up my alley. I mean, it's a metal amp. There's no doubt about it. And that's where I'd spend all my time if I had John's amp. Would probably be tuning in the Pink Taco type sound, right? Or
Well-
a JJ. The JJ sounds pretty sweet too.
Here's what I can tell you about it, though. I love Friedman stuff. I played a bunch of the stuff throughout the years, NAMM show and whatnot, and owned. This amp, it's interesting. It's a beautiful amp. Sounds great. And this is at bedroom volume for whatever that's worth. Although it's been turned up, a little bit here. I mean, I have a house, so I can crank it if I want to. If I want everybody to hear me play the same thing over and over 1,000 times, practice it, torture my neighbors. The thing is, it's not that forgiving because it doesn't, and I don't know if it is equated to the fact that it doesn't have a, oh my gosh, hang on, give me a second here. Too many Father Days Tito's and water.
Oh, I'll drink to
Look how
that.
clear that is. Has a lot of sag.
It does?
No. It does. I'm sorry. The opposite. It has no sag.
Yeah. They're
Thanks,
stiff.
John. Thank
They're,
you.
they're
Yeah, it's
stiff.
very stiff.
But have you pushed it? Have you dimed it?
For like?
Never mind. Don't bother. You wouldn't like it.
It's garbage. Just send it up to Trev and he'll pay the shipping for you.
I'm sending it back to Dave. Dave, you suck. I hate you. But
So
no,
what do you?
I never judge anything until you've turned it up to 10.
Right, it's true, and that's where you can actually start to get the speaker reacting and everything else.
Especially into
You
2,
get
4,
that
12.
feel,
That's going to give you some push-pull.
especially through a 335.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, what do you typically
I'm
play?
going to be squealing like a pig. No doubt.
Yeah, John, what was your question?
When you're rocking the 335, what are you typically playing? You give us a little.
The same
Give
amp.
us a, no, like style. You want to give us a little something on that thing?
Yeah, it would be the same stuff as last week,
No, play.
but now I'm even more.
Oh, so you don't want to
Yeah,
play?
all right.
Oh no, I will play. I just gotta have to get the cloud out of my head here real quick,
Sure, man.
because yeah,
Whatever you need, man.
it's
What do
been
you
a
want? You want a cigarette?
long morning.
You want
It's
a-
been one of those days where it's like you wake up at 3:49 a.m. on Saturday.
I go back to sleep.
Well, it's
Seconds
actually
and won't even
Sunday.
remember it.
And you kind of like don't go back to sleep, and you don't want to bother your wife, and so you just get up and go in the living room and sit around for a while and grab a guitar acoustically and play. But I'm lucky my wife's deaf, like she can't hear. So you guys know that's my profession. I'm a sign language interpreter and educator for the deaf,
Yeah.
so she can't hear. So she's not going to know if I'm
Getting
playing.
in on a Friday night, a couple whiskeys down.
And then you start getting really tired, and then you like notice like, wow, it's Father's Day, and I got the girls, my daughters, they're older, 18, 21, so it's like
Exactly.
Father's Day is not that big of a deal. I've had many of them, and so I'm like sitting here in the garage going, yeah, this is nice, watching all these shows, checking OU 812 out, and everybody, and then finally it's like,
I had to make my own
all on
breakfast
here,
today.
it's like, send me the link.
What's up, Jimmy Ray? How's it going?
Yeah, what's up? How's it going? It's going okay.
Cool. So I had to
you go.
step away for a minute, but I was kind of watching the stream
Do
there.
it yourself. If nobody's around to make it for you, do it yourself.
Look at that. Look at that.
That you did that this morning, right?
Well, it's closer to noon. It's during the Pete Thorne show.
Oh yeah, I caught that all as well. Yeah, Pete's
Yeah,
awesome,
gotta put him
man.
here.
Jeez.
So
Probably,
Jimmy Ray, did you talk about the pickups in that guitar? Are those
Oh,
potted or are they
yeah,
unpotted?
okay, so the pickups are burst puckers. I can't remember if they're burst pucker 1s or 2s or how if it's a 1 and a 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they are
Go
burst pucker.
renegotiate my contract. I'll be right back.
And they're fine. They're
Do you know if they're potted or unpotted? Do they give you some?
no, they
squeal
are
when-
potted. They are potted, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear
Yeah,
that
because
thing,
I've
man.
cranked multiple amps and they have not like squealed, so to speak, or anything.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
Crank it up. Let's hear it.
But here's the one that I was talking about that I wanted to move along. Sorry to hijack.
It's fine.
Oh, nice.
Kind of looks nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a HP2?
HP2?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Wow.
Very cool.
For a Kildale, still has the plastic on there and everything else, you know. It's basically new. But
Is
you know what?
is that a floating trim on those? Can you
It
pull up on
is.
that?
It is. You probably can hear it.
Okay. And there's no trim stopper that you can engage on that. You
No,
have to
there's
install it?
not, as you can see
Yeah.
in the back.
Wonder why they did that.
I don't know. It's
I love floating.
Yeah, I guess the market was there for people that wanted a floating fluid.
But it doesn't have the recess behind it, right?
no, it is a recess trim. Yes, it does
It
have a
is.
recess. So putting
It does take a certain special kind of touch, though. I mean, to pull that.
putting a D-tuner in it would be kind of sketchy because I did that for my son because I bought my son a long time ago, years ago, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? The Dean slime, dime bag
Oh,
slime.
the dime
My
slime?
goodness, really?
Yeah, man.
So I got that for him. That
you
was
get
like
me
$1,200.
excited?
Oh
It
my
wasn't like
gosh.
cheap, you know, it was like $1,200, $1,300. So I got him that, and we went ahead and outfitted it with a trim setter on it, or trim will know, not a trim setter, a trim will know, which you can actually turn the screws in the back, which are insane because it'll rip. It's hard on your fingers. And we put a D-tuner on it. That was so hard to set up for me. It really was. I mean, basically,
I don't mind the floating trims. That's what I'm used to. My first floating trim guitar was a 91 USA Jackson. That was the first time I ever experienced a Floyd Rose. And for me, it was just a balancing act, just to make sure that everything was floating as parallel to the guitar, the body of the guitar. And I came from the whole Steve Vai dime bag era, man, where I'm so used to pulling up on the bar and diving and just bam, doing all those tricks.
Did you do more pulling up like this, or with the bar in the back and
No,
pushing it
just
down like this?
and the
The
front
dime bag
position.
does a lot of that bar
No,
backwards.
I'm trying to get used to that, but I always did it from picking and just grabbing it from the front. That even when I bought my first Wolfgang,
That's what she said.
That was, sitting on top of the body of the guitar. And I still to this day, when I play my USA Wolfgang and my Standard, I pull up on the bar and realize, I can't. I can feel the. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going to break the bar, and it's habit. It's just so when I hear that the guitar has a floating trim, I get excited, man. I'm like, fucking yeah, and everyone's like, fuck that, dude.
You know what's interesting?
Tone's gonna get you ruined the tone. Fuck your tone, man. The harmonics are gonna just ring out. And come on, the whole tone is in your fingers. So, anyways, I'm gonna offend people, and this is how I piss off people. That's all right.
R2, you know what? You're right in the same vein of thought that I have. Definitely. The thing I think a lot of people have a problem with, if they do play this way, they have.
Did you ever
or
notice?
advanced
I never see
fingering.
that Steve Vai dime bag. If ever anybody go to dime bag going, "Do you ruin the tone?" Oh yeah, they did bow down to him. Yeah, Steve Vai. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Anybody else? Oh, you ruined the tone, dude. You need to.
Right.
It needs to be blocked.
One of my favorite
Weird.
dime bag
Come on.
videos is the one where he's standing out on the street busking with one of those little fucking Marshall bullshit 9-volt stack, mini micro stack
yeah.
things on his
Right.
strap, and he's got his gun, and he's just giving her out on the streets, got the thing cranked. It sounds like shit, but it still sounds like Dimebag.
It's so tough like Dimebag.
Oh yeah,
The whole thing.
yeah. If you can slay, you slay.
Thank you, Rob Blackmore. Yes, that's the rant.
Welcome
I
in,
know.
Rob.
I just get a little, just slightly offended when I hear everyone's like, "If the guitar, the Floyd Rose is not top mounted and it's shit." I'm like, really, dude? Really? Come on, man. Maybe that's what you're used to. That's what winds up happening, man. The moment you take that, oh, in case I break a string on stage, have you fucking played on stage? No. Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
And R2, one of the other things is the mere fact of bending the string and having the tremolo. If you're bending, well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but
I can hear it a little.
you're bending and the E, it even does it on
It
this.
does
which
it on
is
it,
a big
yeah.
bridge.
When I hear
I
this,
think-
it's like, when you play that string, another note, your string you're playing, they go out. Then learn how to bend it. Learn to pitch in
Learn
your
how to
ears.
hold your hand and push it. That's what you do. You have to hold the
Hold it.
bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
The same
And
thing
I've
I
done
hear
that.
people, oh, dude, how do you palm mute, dude? It goes out of tune. Really, man? Then fucking put your palm somewhere else, man. You know,
Steve Vai
'cause if
uses
you-
a trem setter.
where are you putting your palm? In the back of the floating bridge where you go, wow, wow, wow. I mean, come on. You find the right angle on it, and then right when you, I'm using my mic stand to put my palm on it, and I already know where I'm going to land on the strings.
Yeah.
Where when I'm
If you're
sitting there going,
truly an expert in your craft, wouldn't you lean back on the bridge with your hand a bit, maybe, when you know you're going to pull
Especially
that
if you
bend
wrote
up
it.
to fucking counter
or use it as an effect,
you're
man.
putting down?
I did a recording a long time ago. Man, I wish I can pull it up. I should. And I
Or
told my
play it
friends, I go,
live.
you can
Don't
use
pull it up,
your
play it
palm
live.
as a, you can use your palm as an effect to do that. Like it's a vibrato, like you know,
Slayer.
you can do it,
Lives in
but you know, I argue with a guitar player of mine, a friend of mine, who didn't like the floating trems. He had to get rid of the floating trems. He wanted the Floyd Rose just to dive. And I couldn't argue with, Eddie. Eddie wanted to just dive, and I get it. If he broke a string, he wanted to keep going. And that's why I always, when I was on stage, I brought a backup guitar. I've never broke a string on stage.
Hey, we got some from Scott Brockway. He says, "Who bends an open string?" Let's go back to that, can we? Oh yeah, went to who bends a note with an open string? Bends a note with an open string. So you bend a note, but you have an open string, like a.
Well, you might be fretting the note, but
Well, you could fret one, but you have an open string too.
right. But I mean, yeah, exactly. Who does that?
Like
But
this. That's an A, and then
hey, use it to your advantage. I don't know. I've learned to just compensate and just kind of use your ears to know when you're going to bend the note, how far you're going to bend it. If you break a string on stage, dude, just make sure that somebody's handing you the guitar right away, giving you a backup guitar. If that's the
Scott
only
follows
guitar on
up.
stage, then
Scott
Do
follows
your
up with
best,
how I
Stevie
played
Ray
it.
Vaughan, and you just take the guitar you got, you do one of those whoop, and it goes off, and whoop, and comes the other one. Bam.
Let's hear his R2
I'm
rebut
not-
to this statement here. That's called slop.
what's that? What's called
I think
slop?
Scott was referring to me and how I played what I did was pretty slop. It's like, that's called slop.
Well, I guess if you're playing something with a pedal tone, and you're riding an open string, and then you want to do a bend, you got that open string still singing, so you got to know how to compensate for that.
Unless it was a. Could you hear that, or I need to turn it up?
Yeah. No, we heard that.
We can
You
come up
already
a little
know
bit.
where the
Yeah, that's all
you're putting
hybrid.
those-
picking.
You're bending those notes. I know you're hearing it. How far you're going to bend it? It's
Yeah.
going on to the next note, and if it's off, you know where to go. It's hard to explain, man.
Jimmy Ray, what kind of bridge is on that guitar that you're playing right now?
Oh, actually, it's the stock.
Two pneumatic.
So it's a
Custom
stop tail.
limited edition, custom
Okay.
shop.
But like he just showed right there that even if you
and stop tail, which they call in the Gibson world, you know.
Yeah.
And the Nashville Bridge.
No, it's not Nashville.
It's not.
No, it's not, because that has the bigger, you know, studs that go down there. This is actually more of the original.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's the 59, by the way, but not original 59, reissue 59.
Right.
Yeah, so it's those.
Well, you can get some good money off of that because of the top in the back.
Can you hold it up for just a second?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on doing the underwrap of a stop tail like that?
Oh yeah, wrap around.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet. I think that'd be kind of cool.
But I don't think you have to, because you already have the stop tail up high enough where you don't have the brake angle.
I
the
do.
neck in that one is set at the proper angle. You don't have to do that.
Supposed to be. I know a lot of people like to deck this thing, but then you got this super angle that comes down and hits the back of the tune-o-matic, which is not good. You don't want that. So I keep this all off as much as I can and bring this up.
That's where people need to understand why guitar players do that. Some players think like, oh, just because my favorite Zach Wild does it or my favorite guitar player does it. You have to understand why they do that, because if, like you said, if you deck it all the way down, that string is just hitting the back of that bridge, and
it makes it harder to bend too.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, when you do the underwrap, it makes it more slinky feel.
Yep.
We're talking gear here, folks. Gear and beer.
Gear and beer. Did somebody say beer?
Cheers.
Guaranteed. Cheers.
And thank you, everybody, for enjoying my rant, and for those who are offended, go fuck yourself.
Cheers.
See you soon.
Oh, listen to that. That.
No, everyone has their opinion. Everybody knows. I love gear. Love it.
Hey, everybody poops,
You
right?
gotta understand why. I like top-mounted Floyd Rose. I love Floyd Rose. Don't fear the Floyd Rose. Don't fear the Lockprints. Let it float. Let it float sometimes. Try a floating trem, and then when you understand the floating trem, you'll be free.
I can't comment because I haven't tried it.
Look, I have a Charvel. I have that Charvel custom shop.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that went kind of way out. Sorry, I screwed your whole song up.
Oh, sounds beautiful.
I don't even know if we were in time. The way I was hearing it, the way everybody else hears it.
Yeah, you got the StreamYard.
And then you got John DeShane here. You know what
That H90 elevator music going.
That Charvel that I
could
have.
stand in the elevator all day if that was.
We'll start here. We'll start basic. Oh my god, you can't even see my guitar. There we go.
Turn it up, man. Is that Freedom Rock?
Good for you, bro.
Yeah, I'll turn the pedal up. But let
Turn
me
the volume up.
I don't want the signal to go. You get it, then all of a sudden it goes compressed and out. You know what I'm talking about? It does that.
The compression. It's a 12-second delay. But we can't even really hear you other than acoustically. Getting better.
That's good? Is that loud
You
enough?
can come up. That's fine. Yeah.
Really? Hang on. I'm reaching with my foot. Trying to turn it up.
Right now.
Yeah, we can't really hear much.
Third arm?
I mean, we could turn off his echo cancellation, but then we'd all have to shut up or else we're going to bounce back.
I'll mute it. Mute myself.
Everybody mute.
Does that work?
No. We're trying to mute your echo cancellation.
Oh, want me to turn it off? Or maybe
now you can play.
Well, what am I going to play? Oh, some Van Halen stuff, maybe? Dude, I don't play Van Halen stuff hardly. I love VH. I'm a huge VH fan. I don't know if Ryan, we never talked about this. Grew up with it, of course. The story is, 1979, dropping into the big ramp to running with the devil, slamming, getting the breath knocked out of me, and then shortly after that, playing guitar. And it's all Ed.
Do your double tapping.
This
Chicken picking.
the chicken picking or the
double.
little combination of both.
the more you turn up, the more you have to kind of like get this thing down. So let's do that. That sounds like shit. That sounds bad. Jesus Christ.
That's good.
Sorry. All right, keep it isolated. That's fine. Hey, you know what? Let's do a blues thing. Let's do a blues thing. I don't mean not that kind of crap. Let's do this one. Let's do a.
That was totally up my alley.
I sound like an old guy. Jesus. Oh my God. All right, give me a second here to regroup. Yeah, that was a hack job. Oh my God.
That was awesome, man.
No, it was really bad, you guys. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize.
No. It's really a thing of too much of it. Really is.
It looks empty. Jimmy, it's empty, man.
Even though I might be communicating clearly, but the synapses.
It's only Sunday. You should have this much left.
I need to
Wow.
back up, man.
I'll be right back, man. This thing, look at this. It's empty. I'll be right
All
back.
right, we're going to do more and we're going to jam out. That's what we're going to do.
Your Camp Run of Thunder.
Crazy talk.
And that thing that I just played was completely screwed up. But I played this song that I play everything. Most of the stuff I play, all of it is what I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that was probably 1989, 90.
Oh, wow.
See, that's going to please
I'm like,
Ron, 'cause now he's not gonna get copyright strikes,
I
right?
sound like I was drunk. It's supposed to be a drunk song, drunk
No
blues
copyright.
kind of thing. But jeez.
Rob Blackmore says it's the Hawkin' Blues.
Dig it. Hell
So
yeah.
now I own it. I own that version. Thanks.
It is now recorded on YouTube forever, and you can copyright.
We
off
can
of
all
that.
come back and cherish it anytime we like.
My kids are going to go, it's not
Cap.
my father. Not my father.
Dan's looking for a beer.
Anyway, so yeah, the 335. This guitar is a little difficult to play, a little bit because the action is Canada, U.S. You know, I try to set everything pretty much my guitars, and I don't know if John could probably speak to this too. The low E, high E, you want like usually at least a 5/64, 4/64, a 4/64, or a 3/64.
Speaking French to John.
You said Canadian, so I'm going to tell you what it is in Canadian. The low E string.
There's symmetry. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the low E string is a
40,000.
couple hairs under 2 millimeters.
Oh,
And the
not
high
in the
E string
thousands.
is one hair, one of those little seahorse hairs, under 1.5 millimeters.
Wait, where's
that's where my action's at.
Where's my
which is
Stu?
pretty much 5/64s, 3/64s. Okay.
Well, what's the measurement?
Okay. Because I have the Stu Mac thing, you know, to measure stuff.
Millimeters. Yeah.
Hang on. What's the measurement in the down under?
18.
Oh,
18 Aussie meters.
it's in millimeters.
1864.
They're metric. The
18
whole world is
online.
metric except for the States. Just saying.
And parts of Britain.
Oh, wait. Down
like to
under,
be
they're just playing AC/DC, so it could be like that high off the neck. It doesn't matter because they're right here.
Down in the cowboy court area.
Kidding. Love you guys. You're awesome.
Love you, brother, man. That's good jamming, Jimmy Ray.
Scott
Wow, it was
says,
horrible. It's embarrassing. I'm never
dude.
coming on
What are you
again.
talking
Scott
about?
I'm gonna
Brockway
like
says
leave
the
and
drunk,
like
drunk
close all
blues
my
nailed
accounts
it.
now.
Wait until you hear my playing, and you're gonna be like, dude, this guy sucks.
Oh,
We
well,
haven't
you know
even we haven't
Is
even
it gonna be a
determined if
contest?
R2 can play or not. So
That's right.
Are you doing trivia?
I mean, it's easier to sit
All
there
right,
and
guys,
go,
I'm
like,
out, man.
It's easier
Starting
to
anew.
do a low gain jam, kind of like.
Who's that again?
Whoa! Let's keep going. All right. Wow.
Gibsons love when you do that to them.
I love it, man.
Yep.
Jimmy Ray, I love that. I don't know how to finger pick, man. I try it, but I won't do it live. But you do it. Great job of finger picking, and you do a lot of good, legato. I love it. Love the fingers flying over the fretboard. That's great, man.
we have a request for next time that you're here to crank the EVH.
Ooh. That's a lot of gain.
Hey, that's what we're all about here. Have you heard this channel?
I know.
Qué extraño. Me gusta mucho.
R2's doing some alcohol abuse over there.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Did he spill
See
his
that?
beer?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's okay.
I feel a
science
little naked
experiment.
without having a guitar on. I'll be right back.
Kind of naked. Yeah.
They finally came home with the lime, so I'm putting a little lime and salt in here.
In the coconut. Put
The volcano.
in the
Volcano.
Isn't there an EVH song that goes something like this? Watch me screw this up. Oh my God, this would be super embarrassing. But hey, whatever, you know? You got like 20,000 fans watching right now.
22,000.
22,000 people
22,000.
right now. Man.
22,000.
Look at that. Look at the
You
position.
didn't expect that, right? You thought it was going to
Oh
be.
yeah, up here. You're over here.
Is that not like the 7th position or something?
Yeah. You see that?
Crazy.
That's awesome, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Imaginary diamond.
Woo!
Right on, man.
So much
You know
for the whammy.
Charles Green agrees.
Yep. Yeah, they're saying
Yeah.
in chat. We like the
That
games.
was a total hack job. Usually I play that super clean, but you know what?
You know what, dude? You know what, Jimmy Ray?
Yeah.
I love the way you're playing because I'm gonna do it eventually someday here.
Because I keep making
Fuck
excuses.
up.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
yeah.
I'm gonna play, live one day.
Tomorrow,
So people don't think I'm cheating.
there's always tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He's waiting
But
for the Roadcaster
Well, my
4.
friends and everyone who plays, hears me play. I love playing acoustically.
Oh yeah.
When you can play acoustically unplugged on an electric guitar, and people get to hear the notes, and
It rings out.
you can
gotta
only
have the right
imagine what
guitar
it
for that.
sounds like with
Right on,
gain.
Charles.
So you're not using gain to hide your playing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Totally.
the way you're playing is the way I would play, and when I play for people,
If
they're
I
like,
did
"Dude,"
play.
If I did play, yeah. Yeah, like last night, these guys are giving me shit because all of a sudden I plugged in my amp and they're like, oh, R2 can play. And I'm like, you fuckers.
Well,
We were just teasing
we
you,
never-
fucker.
I
Come
know,
on.
man. I
we
love
never
it.
actually saw
Look,
your
I came
fingers
from the-
moving, though.
I came from the school of if I'm willing to dish it out, I'm willing to take it. So I dish it out. So
Yeah, but I know you have riffs because I've seen you on your videos and stuff.
thank you, brother. Thank
Play
you, man.
stuff. So I've seen you. I mean, the
That's a lot of hard
Even
work,
the-
man, for all those people behind the scenes.
What's up, Bo? Not yet.
And there's some videos I have taken down because I've had comments like, "Oh, my sixth grader can play better than you," and I'm like, oh,
well, they all can play better than us. They got YouTube and everything else, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, man. I started playing guitar in 1989, so I'm like, I didn't have YouTube. I had tablature.
Yeah.
Tablature came out, and you started going like, and even the tablature was wrong. So tablature is like YouTube right now. Look, you just freaked us out by playing that tune right there in the
For what?
seventh position when we're so used to hearing it here. We're like, what the hell? Where were you playing it on the fretboard? I'm like, oh my gosh. We're trying to figure out Amsterdam, and there's like 6 different videos that somebody's playing it here, somebody's playing here, somebody's playing here, somebody's doing a wide stretch here, and you go like, which is the right way, man? But
what's
it's all the same
interesting?
notes as long as you know where everything is on the fretboard. I think Eddie, when you see Eddie play, he played it in a different spots. It was depending on where he felt comfortable at the night. Did he want to really stretch his fingers, or did he want to just? You want
And
to do
the
the
sonic
most minimal
value.
motion possible, right? When you're playing guitar, you
Yeah.
really want to stretch your fingers out and go everywhere, all over the fretboard, or you want to just move as little as possible to get your point across. I don't know. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense. And you know what? When I saw him in '84, that's where I grabbed that from because I don't know why. In '84, I was like 14 years old, 15 years old. Saw them at a show, and I was like, Stevie Salas was an opening act, slide player with the hat with the snake and all that kind of crap, and which is awesome. And then Ed comes out, and it was, I don't even know what part of the show is. I was young. I was like, okay, I'll tell you. I had a ticket. The ticket said on it, obstructed view. I was like, I don't know what that is. Okay, so this happened to be in Northern California. Okay, I live in Southern California for all my life, pretty much. But I went to Northern California after my father passed away, and we went up there and lived there for a few years. I played guitar, and I had these older kids who were like seniors, juniors, seniors that were like friends, because you can, if you have some skills, you have something, and you're cool, I guess, you can make friends with older people, right? And they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Van Halen." I'm like, "Oh, I want to go see Van Halen," based on my past experience with and knowledge of Van Halen, And so ended up going with them. Went over to Reno and saw Van Halen for '84. It was kind of lackluster because there wasn't that many people there, but my ticket said obstructed view, and I was like, whatever, who cares, I didn't know what that was. And it really was a seat sitting like this with it must have been 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot column right smack dab or in the middle, I was like, oh my God. I was like, really? And there was nobody around me, nobody. So I was like, I just kind of like,
sat there and stared at a wall the whole night.
What is that, Miles?
It was
84. 84 backstage pass.
84.
No way.
Oh, 84? Yeah.
84.
Oh, look at that. An after show.
I gotta go.
You guys got the fruitcake Tony ones, man. This guy's got the real deal.
There's got to be stories there.
Yeah,
so,
Fruitcake Tony show.
I end up making my way out, and of course Ed comes out, and at some point he's doing the whole boom, lift the guitar up, and the whole wooden thing, and he's all.
Oh yeah, the table.
Well, but which Joe does too, Satriani, which is much. It's hard with 335. It's like hard to hold it, but. Maybe I should turn it up.
Yeah.
That kind of thing like that.
Quentin James would call that cheating.
Anyway, so Ed comes out and he plays the opening for, which I think in my brain as a 14-year-old, like pubescent teenage kid who's like, yeah, the chick that like asked me to go, who's with that other guy, who's gonna hook up with me.
Yeah.
That mentality. And it wasn't. Hang on. It wasn't that.
Talking about love.
It was. It was
Right
that
there.
variation. I was like,
You should put a short like that on YouTube.
all right, yeah. So
put a short on YouTube, and Ryan will respond, "Bring it."
yeah, a sober.
Right.
I'll call it a sober short.
Awesome, bro.
That'll
Awesome.
work. Yeah, because this is not working right now. Sorry, guys. I apologize to
No need,
not only
dude. That's
Ryan and your channel, but
You got the
all
chops,
good,
man.
man.
You got some
kind of
chops.
like being this drunkard, playing guitar. It almost makes me want to be like, it'd be funny if I was the angriest guitar player in the world kind of guy. Remember that dude?
Oh man, yeah, no way. Dude, if I was hanging out with you, we'd be up for 48 hours, Jim.
Oh, what do we got there? Is that a tool thing?
Fucking this fucking.
This
that.
is the trans trim.
Oh,
Miles, what is that? What is that, Miles?
I mean, it is.
That's
almost
tour
awesome.
program, 1984.
Are you kidding me?
you playing?
It's almost mint. It folds out into a big poster.
Woo! Yeah. Ray.
Right on. Oh, we
I'm
lost
gonna go
John.
Blacktooth and get your pull.
Woo!
1.5 ounces whiskey and 1.5 ounces Coke.
This note, can you hear the note?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
Does it
good.
come out?
You're a little low. Yeah, I mean, we can hear you if
All right,
you're
let
all
me-
quiet.
Noise cancellation is probably still on.
Up?
Is it toggled on yet? It's off.
Oh, how about this? Let's have the drunkard try this. And I forgot the rest.
Oh, make some shit up. Keep going. Fuck.
Okay, here we go. Okay, let's do it. You can't bend up. You have to start up and bend down.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So, hang on. Let me see if this helps. Probably not.
More goat juice is never a bad idea.
Well, not in my case because basically I'm not playing I'm not playing that kind of stuff. It's takes a little more time to play, not even like a Lynch kind of thing, like a George Lynch, like a wait, hang on.
Pretty good.
Anyways, that's nothing slop, dumb stuff. Sorry.
So,
That
Jim
was
Murray,
fun.
can you show the figuring on that top there? I got a
Yeah,
question
yeah.
about that.
So let me know when you can actually see it. Well,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
can see it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a one piecer.
Tiger's in the house.
Very cool.
And then the back is the same thing. It's one
Look at
piece
the
back.
size.
Even the sides, yeah,
The
nice.
binding
Yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty, man.
Filet mignon.
Very cool. Nice.
Delicioso.
With the beard.
I want some beard.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
somebody
dude.
want some beard.
If you're
Wow, I
sell
almost look like Ryan, but fatter.
If you're gonna sell that thing, man, get some money off of that. That's sweet.
Yes,
Very
I
nice.
don't really play it that much.
Very cool.
The only reason I'm playing it right now is because I am so freaking lazy that I don't even change the strings on guitars that much anymore. I don't know what it is. You get 54 bucks.
Dude, believe me, yeah.
I'm of
You scratch
the
it. If it
opinion
doesn't
that
itch,
when
you
you
just play it.
when you're ready for new strings, you just go buy another guitar. Just put that one back in the
Totally.
There you
case.
go.
Yeah.
I have a box, that has like tons of strings that.
Yeah,
you know?
I just opened up my cabinet here. I have so many strings here, and I'm like, I should change my strings. I can't use the excuse of I don't have any guitar strings. I have plenty, but laziness. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
So, gentlemen, I hate to end things, but my Father's Day dinner is ready, so I need to head on out of here. If you guys want to stick around and chat and whatever, I'm cool with you guys hanging out, but I have to get going.
I gotta get a fire going and put a slab of beef on it as well.
All right, yeah, Trev's out of here, so we'll probably just wrap things up. Want to have a shout out. We did have somebody contributed with a donation of $10 with the initials PD, so you know who you are. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate that. Helps to keep the channel moving.
Wow,
and
thank you.
Appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us. And
It's a good time, guys.
Yeah, had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we will plan to do it again next Thursday for Trans Trim Thursday. I don't have any special guests scheduled, but never know what can happen. So we'll see what's
Green.
Thanks, Charles.
Everybody, this week's homework is going to be go home and get your fucking Charles Green face going on.
Yeah. Let me do a Charles Green face.
Man.
I got to do a green face.
And Charles, don't take offense to that, man. It's a compliment.
So appreciate Jimmy jumping in, Six Fingered Miles, R2R3, Al, John, Trev, and I'm Ryan. So next time we'll see everybody on Thursday. Thanks again for hanging out.
And
Happy
Father's
guys.
Day reference.
Peace.